All right, all right. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. So, today we are going to jump right into a topic that I think is really important. And this is one of those commonly asked questions that I feel like people just don't dive deep enough into their LinkedIn strategy. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and jump right on in. For those of you who are new to my community, welcome. I always go on live, or I should say, I always try to go on live Tuesday, weekly, and this is just a way for me to continue to share my knowledge and expertise with each and every single one of you. Now, for those of you who are like, okay, Molly, but why you? Who are you? What are you all about? Let me explain and introduce myself quickly for you. So, hello, I am Molly. I am your LinkedIn business coach, and I am here to help you to optimize and monetize your LinkedIn presence. So, essentially, what is that all about? Honestly, at the end of the day, this is all about helping you to increase visibility, credibility, and obviously to monetize your LinkedIn profiles, okay? And of course, the things that you're doing on LinkedIn. So that's essentially what I do, okay? Now, this here is the most common mistake. This is what people tend to overlook. And I really think that this is important for us to talk about because, number one, here's the thing, okay? And let me know in the comments if you are here on live or if you're catching the replay, if this resonates with you. How many of you are just simply showing up on all of the social media platforms because that's what everyone else is doing? So what you're doing is you have a Facebook, you have Instagram, maybe you have X, maybe you have Threads, maybe you have TikTok, and then of course you have LinkedIn. Okay. And what most of you are doing, which again, I'm not here to shame, I'm not here to say yay or nay about, but most of you guys are doing is you are just posting, reposting the same thing across the board, right? I'm going to raise my hand because that is exactly how I am doing it as well. But here's the thing, okay? What I always say is that I would always recommend from a marketing and a content strategy for you to write it for LinkedIn and then repurpose LinkedIn's content to the rest of the social media platforms, okay? And let me tell you why. Number one, a lot of the times, as you guys have been probably tuning in, I teach attraction marketing content. So it is based off of 4 pillars that fall under that umbrella: desire awareness, symptom awareness, problem awareness, and solution awareness. Now, there are just like the fundamental things. I'm just going to call out a few things. Can you create a story on LinkedIn? Can you repurpose a story? You could, but a lot of the times it's not going to gain the same kind of traction on LinkedIn. Another thing, okay? Carousels. I'm gonna just say it, okay? I don't believe that carousels here on LinkedIn is as effective as it is on Instagram. It's just not. Sorry to say it. People don't have the time, the attention to click, and go through your carousel on LinkedIn. So here on LinkedIn, the content that I recommend for you to create is content that falls under the 4 awarenesses, under the attraction marketing strategy and umbrella that I teach, okay? So at the end of the day, your content here on LinkedIn is to help you to do what? Increase visibility, increase credibility, and increase your revenue. These are the 3 things that you should be doing here on LinkedIn. Now, conceptually, I get it. I'm sure you're probably tuning in and you're like, Molly, isn't that what every single social media platform should be doing? And it should be, okay? However, like I said, there are specific things. If you create your content for LinkedIn, it will absolutely all make sense for the rest of your platforms, okay? Now, obviously, LinkedIn, the one thing that LinkedIn does that doesn't always translate well is if you ever write a written post only where there's no visual, so where there's no picture, no video, then obviously text only, you can't do that on Instagram, right? You can't do that on TikTok. You need a video, you need some kind of visual, you need a photo, okay? But for the most part, the actual information, the actual components of the attraction marketing content for your LinkedIn content is transferable to the rest of the platforms, okay? But I digress a little bit. I think it's important for us to talk about that, but here is truly, finally, like long story long, right, Molly? Finally, this is exactly what I mean when I say here's the most common mistake that you're making with your LinkedIn strategy. You are not taking into consideration how your ICA is utilizing LinkedIn. What is their behavior? Okay, so let me just ask you this, okay? How many of you, again, let me know in the comments, whatever, okay? Let me know, engage with me here, okay? How many of you think about opening up LinkedIn when you have time that you need to pass, when you're bored? Do you open up LinkedIn to aimlessly scroll? How many of you do that? I'm not raising my hand. Guess what? I don't aimlessly scroll on LinkedIn. I don't do that. I aimlessly scroll on TikTok. I aimlessly scroll on Facebook. Instagram and I have a hate-hate relationship, so I don't really use Instagram. So that's that. But I bring that up because most of the time, your ICA is opening up LinkedIn because they are seeking something. Either they are seeking information, resources, they are seeking a job, they are seeking some kind of networking opportunity or connection to someone, okay? These are the three things that people are doing most of the time when they open up LinkedIn. They're trying to learn something, trying to find a resource, get a job, or find a connection of some sort, okay? Very rarely do people actually open up LinkedIn and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna scroll on LinkedIn's news feed because I think it's engaging and I think it's so fun. Like, people don't do that, okay? So, with that in mind, how is your ICA opening up and using LinkedIn? When they open up this platform, what are they using it for? Yeah, think about it, okay? For all of my career coaches out there, no brainer, this is super easy, okay? For you, they fall under the one bucket that's I want to get a job, okay? And as a career coach, your job is to give them the information, the resources, the tools that is going to help your ICA to do what? Land a job. Now, for all of my other coaches, so whether you are, let's say, a meditation coach, a manifestation coach, a mindset coach, if you are a fellow business coach like myself, it still applies. When your ICA opens up LinkedIn, what do you think that they would be seeking? What time of the day would they be opening up LinkedIn? What kind of content would you want to then have on the newsfeed ready for them at any given moment? So this is the reason why I say that when you are thinking about your LinkedIn strategy, you can't just be like every other social media platform and just post to post to post. Now, of course, having a consistent schedule of you pushing out content is important because consistency matters, which then also increases your visibility. However, if you are wanting to be the thought leader and you really want for people to see you as the go-to solution, the service that you provide, you have to be able to create content that aligns with your ICA's behavior. So, for all of my fellow career coaches out there, let me just share this with you. When you think about it, if you are working with, let's just say, okay, let me just pick out a niche. Let's say that you are working with high achieving, high performing corporate moms who are at the executive level, okay? And what you do as a career coach is you help them to truly embody work-life balance by helping them to feel more confident about establishing boundaries in their personal and professional life. And you want to reach your niche, okay? I want for you to think about, okay, when would your corporate mom client, ICA, feel most intrigued or most invited to open up LinkedIn's platform? I don't know about you, but I'm guessing because as a former corporate mom at the executive level, I opened up my LinkedIn when I was overworked, burnt out, pissed off, because I was like, I'm gonna go and find me a new job. Forget this. I am not dealing with this mess anymore. And I need to just do some fast, rapid, easy apply job applications because I am done with this toxic work environment. Right? Yeah. So when would I be doing that? During my lunch break, if I even take one. Okay. I may be opening up LinkedIn right before I log into work in my car. When I'm sitting there, right, facing my, instead of Sunday scaries, right? First thing Monday scaries, I suppose, because I just am dreading walking into my very first Monday morning where I know I have to clean up a pile of poo because people don't know how to act right in business, okay? So when would I want to see your posts? I would want to see a loving, encouraging, quick tip, trick, a post that says that you hear me, you see me, you resonate, that you empathize with me, and you may even sympathize with me because you're probably a coach for this reason because you've also experienced something similar, right? So you would then show up for your ICA at the times in which they would open up this platform. Are you following me? Okay, so let me know if you are here joining my live, joining my live, put it in the comments. Tell me, do you know how your ICA is behaving? When would they open up this platform? And at what moments would they be opening up this platform? Okay. Now, for all of my other online service providers who follow me, so let's say that you are a CPA and your intention to leverage LinkedIn is to do your lead generation because, of course, you want to work with other business owners so that you can provide CPA support. Okay. When would they be logging into LinkedIn? When would they be scrolling through the news feed? And what would be the keywords that they would put and plug into that search bar that they don't have a lot of information on? Because remember, your ICA is seeking something. They're always seeking something when they come to LinkedIn. So what you would want to do is you would want to devise your LinkedIn strategy from a perspective of, okay, let's see, if I want to find an ICA who has never really invested in a CPA, let's say, okay, and I want to be their very first CPA because they're at that part of their business where they're ready to invest in getting a CPA to help. Okay, this is no longer a TurboTax situation. This is now these businesses are making money and now they need me. What would be the keywords? What would be the questions that they would have that I can, number one, write content about? Number two, go on LinkedIn Live to share more of my information and resources with them. Number three, potentially a LinkedIn newsletter that could be a resource and a guide for them. Okay, so do you see how when you boil it all down, your LinkedIn strategy is directly rooted in how your ICA behaves with this LinkedIn as a platform, okay? With LinkedIn as a platform. So your job is to figure out their behaviors. Your job is to understand what time of day that they would be opening up this platform. You would understand at that point, what are they searching? What are they seeking? And based off of that, that then becomes your North Star when it comes to your LinkedIn strategy. So, as always, feel free to let me know in the comment section or send me an email if you have a question. Just in case y'all didn't know this, okay, if you have LinkedIn Premium or Sales Navigator, then people can communicate with you for free. So they don't need to spend an email credit to talk. So just so you guys know, if you guys want to send me an email, feel free to reach out to me. It is not going to cost you a credit at all. Or you can always connect with me and then we can have just free flowing conversation, okay? But let me know what questions you have about your specific ICA and how they show up or utilize LinkedIn so that we can help you to move your LinkedIn strategy forward. Now, of course, for those of you who have yet to sign up, I do have my 5-day LinkedIn challenge that's happening this upcoming Monday, the 19th through the 23rd, and it literally is only 47 bucks. Like what? In 5 days, you get a whole LinkedIn strategy for as little as $47. And on Friday, the 23rd at 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, there is a live Q&A session with me so that we can help you to close any potential gaps that you have in your strategy. So what I'll do is, as soon as this live is turned off, in the comment section, I will go ahead and drop the registration link for you. I will see you all next week for the 5-day LinkedIn challenge and see you again next Tuesday for next week's live. All of my love. Talk to you later.